So a question I often get when I give people my top 15 superhero list is why is Captain America at the top when Superman is so far away from him? Well, now seems like as good a time as any to answer that question.
Tougher than Cat's shield, heavier than Thor's hammer, smarter than Tony Stark, even mixed with Bruce Banner. Quicker than the Flash, darker than Batman's past, hotter than the heat vision of Superman days of future past. Comics and comedy, nostalgia, brutal honesty, the web series you wanna see, iconic phenomenally. Maybe just a reminder of what you like to see. So check the comics coming at you on your computer screen. This is iconic, phenomenally phenomenons. Whatever planet you're rocking on, whatever channel you're talking on. Iconic, phenomenally phenomenons. Whatever planet you're rocking on, whatever channel you're talking on. Iconic, phenomenally phenomenons. Whatever planet you're rocking on, whatever channel you're talking on. Iconic, phenomenally phenomenons. Whatever planet you're rocking on, whatever channel you're talking on. What?
Superman and Captain America are both the shining examples. They're the optimal paragons. They're the ones we look up to, are inspired by, and aspire to be. To put it more simply, Steve Rogers and Clark Kent are the most respected superheroes within their respective universes. But the difference is in the universes themselves. For me, this effect, while not lost in Superman, is significantly less in comparison to Captain America. Why? Because of what their respective universes are founded and built upon. The Marvel Universe is founded upon the human element. Their characters are the underdogs, the outcasts, the oppressed. Their universe was and is in dire need of an inspiration, a role model, someone that everyone could look up to. That person is Steve Rogers, a character who, in the transition from the Golden to the Silver Age, went from being a character meant to inspire soldiers during the war to an idol meant to inspire us all to be the best we could possibly be.
Cap, why aren't you defending yourself? The news is all over you. Everyone thinks it was you.
They say worse things about you.
Yeah, and it's horrible. How could you be so not upset about this?
I know who you are. I talked to the police, the firemen, the people that you helped. And I heard their stories about how you saved lives. How you never asked for recognition, or reward, or even thanks. It doesn't matter what the newspapers say, or the politicians, or the whole world. They don't define who you are. You do. And not by your words, but by your actions. The truth will come out. But until then, I'm going to keep fighting. Just like you do.
And honestly, I don't care who you give the shield to or dress in the costume. Captain America isn't Captain America because of that crap. He's Captain America because he's Steve Rogers. No one can ever replace that.
Tony's energy shield may be fancy, but I prefer the classics. This garbage can lid and I, we go way back. And unlike that thing, she's got personality.
Then you look at Superman. While Superman's interpretations are often much less black and white and tend to change, one thing remains constant. Superman is the greatest superhero in the DC Universe. Every superhero looks up to and respects him. Why? You tell me. The DC Universe is founded on a much different basis to that of the Marvel one. DC's characters are the best of the best. They're the professionals at work. They're the paragons, embodiments of their work and traits. The Flash is the quickest thinker. Green Lantern has the strongest will. Wonder Woman is the most compassionate. Aquaman is the most noble. Captain Marvel is the most innocent. Batman is, we'll call him the most cerebral for now. So what is Superman? He's just the best. But why? Everyone likes to point out the scene where Superman prevents a kid from taking a suicide jump. As touching as that scene is, however, if other heroes had the means of knowing about the situation and reaching it, which many of them arguably would do, I highly doubt they'd let that transpire. Would they go about it differently? Quite possibly. Maybe the Flash or Green Lantern would just try to catch him. Maybe Batman would try to trick him. Maybe Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel? Yeah, they might try to talk him down, but for some reason that scene has the most effect when it's Superman. So why is that? The answer is a rather simple one through my eyes. I never saw Superman as the greatest superhero. Otherwise, speaking realistically, there'd be no reason for a Justice League. The Justice League isn't just a compilation of DC's greatest heroes to me. They're an assembly of DC's ideals. Ingenuity, willpower, wisdom, nobility, intelligence, compassion. So what is Superman? Easy. He's humanity. The man grew up on a farm on small-town values and morals. During his development, he was never exposed to the cynicism of the greater world outside.
If you think I'll just go to jail and rot, you're living in a dream world!
Good. Dreams save us. Dreams lift us up and transform us into something better. And on my soul, I swear that until my dream of a world where dignity, honor, and justice are the reality we all share, I'll never stop fighting. Ever.
But does that make him the best? I don't think so. I think it just makes him another of the many values represented by some of DC's top characters, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's a great value to have, one of the best, if not the best. But the difference in the two universes has led to this different perception of how he and other characters in the DC universe work. Oftentimes, people will avoid dabbling in the specifics of that whole divide between the philosophical approaches to Marvel's characters and DC's. While I'm not at all saying that my perception of it is the only one, I do maintain that it is one of any number of possible takeaways, and we'll leave it up to you to determine if you agree with me or not. And that's all I have for today's editorial, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and take care. Want to join Earth's finest fan base? Oh, that's easy. All you have to do is subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, or support on Patreon. Just follow any of the links in the description or the credits. Publishers beware.